Pocket Dot. It's a 8-cell braille display that MagSafes onto the back of an iPhone. Get Lotus. It's a wearable ring that you wear on your index finger. Oorion, you can actually have it find or search for specific text or objects, including personal things.
Ignite accessibility.
Welcome to Blind Abilities. I'm Jeff Thompson. In a world where inclusivity and accessibility is paramount, innovation becomes the cornerstone of progress. Welcome to Vista Entrepreneur Pitch Competition, an event designed to celebrate and support entrepreneurs who are dedicated to creating accessible solutions for people of all abilities. That's a message I received from Kevin Chao, who attended the event in San Jose, California at the Vista Center. And I'm glad Kevin Chao is back in the studio today to talk to us about this event and share with us what he found out. Kevin, glad to have you back.
Thank you, Jeff. Happy to be here.
Kevin, the title got my attention. Ignite Accessibility. Tell us about it.
Yeah, it's called Ignite Accessibility Entrepreneurial Competition, and their idea was to innovate in the blind kind of low vision accessibility space and come up with the next kind of impactful or useful thing. So there were like 14 different vendors and a whole judging thing of the different competitions, stuff like that. So pretty exciting stuff that happy to share with and the blind abilities folks know about.
So a competition, who won the competition?
This really simple and intuitive company called Get Lotus. And what it is a wearable ring that you wear on your index finger, your pointer finger, and it connects via infrared to different switches that magnetically go over your existing light switches and can toggle them on or off. The cool thing is they don't require any Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, or any setup or pairing.
Oh, really? So you just do some gesture with your finger and poof, do you get feedback?
Yeah, so you get feedback in two different ways. There's a button you press on the ring, so you can actually feel the button kind of getting pressed. And then also the switch itself, when it switches it makes a sound as well. And I guess the other cool thing is that it's portable and mobile. So if you're a renter, if you're traveling to different hotels, or if you want to kind of share, kind of staying with folks and stuff like that, you can just adapt it, place these magnetic covers on any switch out in the wild and point and click.
Oh, that's really great because that way you don't have to know electricity, you don't have to wire things up, program it, connect it to a smart device and all that. You're just pretty much nomadic with that. That's pretty cool. What else stuck out for you?
I think one thing in particular was something that wasn't listed called Pocket Dot. And what this is, it's a 8-cell braille display that uses braille HID that MagSafes onto the back of an iPhone and has the standard 6-dot entry for typing, as well as the enter and backspace and spacebar keys for navigating and typing. And it's laid out in a 3x3 grid. So it's pretty compact. It's no thicker than an iPhone. So it feels like putting two iPhones in your pocket. And they're looking for beta testers, and the price point is supposed to be about $250. So it's pretty cool.
And how does it connect up to your phone other than physically through the MagSafe? How does it makes it communication?
Similar to most braille displays via Bluetooth, and I asked them about if it can also connect through USB-C, since that's how it's supposed to charge. They're planning on adding USB-C connection as well.
Great. Now, I saw this other one about a car that can be remotely driven and it could be set up within an hour.
Yeah, so this was pretty interesting, I think called Quibus. I was pretty excited about this possibility because it was kind of mentioned as this being like life transforming or a pretty big breakthrough. And they had the car set up outside in the parking lot, and they mentioned it towards the end of the event. And I was looking forward to getting a test drive to experience it more firsthand, but they were more, I guess, talking through the tech and about the possibilities as opposed to having a demo. They had it hooked up to a steering wheel that was more stationary, but not actually wired up to a car.
Mm-hmm. In your list here, you had a little story here about something that happened to you that you wish you had that device from the Lighthouse Tech already.
Yeah, so I was going from the exhibit hall to the restroom area, and they happened to have a door that was partially open, and my cane missed the bottom part of it, and my eyebrow hit the part of the door. So this Lighthouse Tech is a smart wearable thing that's supposed to give you haptic feedback about head level or shoulder level obstacles and let you avoid them, or at least give you the feedback that something's there, so you have feedback. Unfortunately, they weren't there in person. They were virtual or video from Switzerland, and they didn't have a prototype or a demo unit to try out firsthand, but they mentioned they will be at CSUN in March of next year and plan on having demo prototype units available then.
Tell me about equivalent.
Equivalent's supposed to be more focused on digital accessibility, making sure that SVGs are smart. So they're coming with a thing called Smart SVG and making them more accessible initially for accessibility compliance, focused on contrast and inverting colors and dark mode. I did ask about screen reader support and tactile graphics. They did find out that the Graffiti Plus by Orbit Research does support SVG, so there's a possibility of their smart SVG being rendered on tactile graphics like the Graffiti Plus by Orbit Research.
There's another one, Ben Vision, that is similar to Good Maps. Were you able to try that out?
I was hoping to and looking forward to trying that out. They weren't there physically either, but they had Vista Center staff at their booth and kind of describing what was going on. And they were dialed in virtually via laptop, but it couldn't really hear it because of the noise in the exhibit hall. But the idea behind this is a venue gets mapped out and the feedback is provided through musical tones spatially. So you can hear a water fountain and it'll make the sound of water, or a vending machine, it'll make the sound of a vending machine coming from that particular direction.
I never really thought of that way, by having your environment make noises. Because normally when we're walking through an environment, we take in these white noise type of noises and we recognize things, but it's not a full sentence that we have to read through to get that information. So that's kind of interesting.
Again, there wasn't something to actually try out, but they did have a cool app called Speakaboo.
Speakaboo.
Yes, just has two functions in that you can just double tap anywhere on the screen and it will do an instant description using Gen AI. And it comes back pretty fast, not as detailed or emotionally rich as like Be My AI or Access AI, but if you're looking for a more faster, terse kind of description. And it also has a double tap and hold where you can ask it verbally something specific or wanting to know more context about something, and it'll verbally come back with a pretty fast description. I think the best thing with this is instant, and there's not the lag or kind of latency as far as waiting for it to process or analyze.
Yeah, instant, real time. That'd be awesome. Now, you're talking about another app. I think was it Oorion, object recognition app? Yeah, you could personalize.
Yep, Oorion. So Oorion. So this is a app that's also been available in the App Store for a few months now, and it does some of those things that we might be familiar with from seeing AI and other apps. But the unique thing is you can actually have it find or search for specific text or objects, including personal things that you have added to it. So let's say if you're sorting through your mail and you're wanting to look for things specifically addressed to Jeff, you can have it only let you know about things that have the text Jeff in it, as opposed to reading out everything. Same thing goes for objects. You can even add personal objects to it. Let's say you're looking for a chair, it can help guide you to the chair. It'll tell you how far it is and that you can reach out your hand to it once you're close enough.
Now, that makes all the difference in the world, because we live in our environment every day that we nonchalantly go about our way. But if it can be personalized like that, that gets my attention. Another one that got my attention was Agiga. Don't know if I'm saying that right, but I want to hear more about that.
Yeah, so Agiga is a smart wearable glasses that has AI built into it, and it can just do a couple of different things. It's supposed to be a platform that works with a number of different services. It can describe things, describe the scene. They also had it working with Be My Eyes and supposed to be Ira as well. So you'd say like, hello, Agiga, which is the invoke phrase, and then you can say describe scene or just tell me what you see. So I was able to have it describe the two people, the CEO and CTO of Agiga, and the table, and also mentioned something about a name tag. Tried asking a follow-up, but it didn't quite support that yet. They mentioned that would come later. I did call a volunteer and Be My Eyes, and it was able to describe the room and read the person's name tag, which was pretty cool. Because of it being noisier in the exhibit hall, it took a couple of tries for the microphone to hear me, and it was a bit harder to hear the volunteer on Be My Eyes. And so giving that feedback. But again, if anyone's been in any exhibit hall to kind of know that's more of an extreme edge case of it being that noisy and loud.
Mm-hmm. It's really neat that Vista Center had this opportunity for you to walk through and check out all these devices, see the competition play out, get all that information, and you put your order in for one of them rings, I hear.
Yeah, so get Lotus, they had a kind of a promo special going on. You can get $50 off if you ordered it then. So I pre-ordered it, and it's supposed to be shipping out and available to people later this year in December. So I'm excited and look forward to that, getting that set up and going and bringing it when I travel and go to other places and be able to control switches by just pointing and clicking the ring.
Yeah, look out, hotel rooms. You're also using the Ray-Ban Meta glasses.
Yeah.
How's that going for you?
I'm definitely enjoying them. I found a lot of use for them. I was probably one of the early adopters, got them back in December of last year, and used them from anywhere of video recording or taking photos or getting descriptions of the different experiences I have, anywhere from skiing to rock climbing and even sailing, and even recorded some videos while I was at the Vista Center interacting with the different vendors, capturing those moments and experiences. Yeah, it's really cool.
Something you mentioned last time we talked was the PixieBot app that you can run those videos through and get an audio description so you can verify the video.
Yeah, there's a cool app called PixieBot, P-I-C-C-Y bot, that I think is one of the first apps that I've come across that does video description. After I capture videos on the Meta Ray-Bans, I can run them through PixieBot, have play-by-play description of what's going on. The cool thing is, it does a really good job in general, but there's option of getting the paid version of PixieBot that has additional large language models that you can choose from, different voices, and to kind of make the descriptions a bit more robust and more detailed and stuff. So it's definitely exciting times as far as AI and kind of us getting access to more things in the kind of visual world. I would have never thought that videos kind of be that useful or meaningful, but the other cool thing with the Meta Ray-Bans is they have 5 or so different microphones, so they can record in spatial audio, similar to binaural microphones that blind folks might be familiar with. So when listening to the video later on, it almost feels like I'm being transported back to that specific time and place.
That's really cool. Awesome stuff. Vista Center is really doing a great job of getting the innovators out there and inviting people like you to come and check it out and placing orders. So when you get that Get Lotus ring, I want to get you back on here to see how you're utilizing it.
Yeah, I'm excited. Look forward to it.
Well, thank you once again, Kevin. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate it. It was my honor.
Great to have Kevin Chao back in the studio. And if you want to find out more about what's happening at the Vista Center, check out the link in the show notes. And be sure to check out all the podcasts from Blind Abilities, wherever you listen to podcasts. For more podcasts with a blindness perspective, check us out on the web at www.blindabilities.com, on Twitter at blindabilities, and download the free Blind Abilities app from the App Store and Google Play Store. That's 2 words, Blind Abilities. And if you want to leave some feedback, give us some suggestions, give us a call at 612-367-6093. We'd love to hear from you. I want to thank you for listening, and until next time, bye-bye.
When we share
what we see through
each other's eyes, we can then begin to bridge the gap
between the limited expectations and the reality
of blind abilities.